Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 112 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we're going to jump into another Aether Revolt draft. This is of course a sponsored draft that I'll talk about in a second, but I'm going to jump into the draft right now. Alright, that took a while. I assume everybody's jumping into Ridge Scale Tusker. I'm not going to say any more words. No, I'm guessing everybody's jumping into Khans of Tarkir draft because that replaced the unfortunate Mirage sealed gauntlet that lasted all of a couple of hours, just long enough for me to get a video in. But this, of course, is John's sponsored draft. John actually got a Mana Leek playmat earlier this month. The first of those to go out. 2 more will be going out next month. If you want to find out how you can get a Mana Leek playmat, go on over to patreon.com/themanaleek. So we've got a Ridge Scale Tusker. There is an expertise. There is an Aether Chaser. Nobody cares. We're taking Tusker. I've never played with Tusker. This long into the format, I've never even seen this card in a pack that I've been playing with. I've opened it in crack packs. Well, not even in crack packs, no, but in prize packs. But yeah, we're just going to take Tusker and win is the plan. What are we going to follow that up with? Well, there's an Aether Chaser. There's a Skyship Plunderer. If we're going to be green, we're going to have counters, so Plunderer seems good. I know Aether Chaser is really good. Trust me, I know it's real good. But Plunderer, I think we're going to take the Plunderer. Let's take it. See where that brings us. We get a Prey Upon versus Shock. It's also a Poisoner, Leaving the Dust, Admiral. We'll just take the Prey Upon. Hey, Monstrous Onslaught. We get to kind of cement ourselves into green a little bit here. And a Druid, but we're going to take the Monstrous Onslaught. Obviously, black would be nice to get the ultimate black-green counters deck, but I'd be okay with blue-green as well. Maulfist Revolutionary, the hits keep coming. Now this is one of those packs where we've got Revolutionary, Trophy Mage, and an Uncommon's missing, which is probably Ridge Scale Tusker. But this is one of those situations where people try way too hard to memorize the orders and then be like, oh, he took Ridge Scale Tusker, so I shouldn't take Maulfist Revolutionary. I should get out of green, despite what's going on here, and go into white for this. No, take the best card. I'm going to be passing to him next pack, which means I get to cut all the green. And then in pack 3, who knows if he's even still on the Tusker. Maybe he went, white card, blue card, white card, white card. Hey, a Tusker, for some reason. Although it would have been a few packs ago. Anyways, don't get too caught up on trying to super read the signals this early in a pack, especially in pack 1. Illusionist's Stratagem. I have not played this. Exile 2 creature cards you control, then flicker them back. Well, that's obviously good with Tusker and Revolutionary. So that might be what we take. There's a Garrison, which I don't like. There's a Solvent, a Hope, a Negate. Yeah, let's take the Stratagem. Stratagem or Stratagem? Stratagem. Is there a difference between those two words? I think there is. Huh. Here we get a Silk Reaver Elite, which isn't great. But we're not going to take anything else. So in you go. Well, hey, a Rogue Refiner is 100% what we'll take here. Very happy to see that. Of course, there's no consideration for anything else in this pack other than maybe a Verdant Automaton, but we're going to take the Rogue Refiner. That is exactly what we're heading down. Another Stratagem doesn't sound great. We got a Dispersal Technician, which isn't great. Consulate Turret, which is just no. Filigree Crawler, no. I could get some value off it with Stratagem, but no, that's too wacky. Too wacky. We'll take this Technician, but it's going to hang out in the sideboard. Hopefully we don't have to play it. So we bounce one of our artifacts, right? Yeah. Huh? No, we bounce an artifact. Anybody's artifact. 2-hand. All right. Ice Over. Yeah. I will take that this late for sure. I'll take a Leave in the Dust this late for sure. I will take an Ornithopter. That Ornithopter is going to go off to John. Not me, John. Another John. So we're almost full on sponsored drafts. There's exactly one stream draft left available. All Spikey Saturdays are currently spoken for, assuming that everybody resubs for the following month. But if you want to get that last spot, you can check out patreon.com/themanaleak. We'll take a filigree crawler here. The stream drafts may or may not be streams. I have yet to set up my new computer for a stream. So we might have to make that a bonus YouTube video or something, but we'll find out. I'm going to try to get back into streaming. It's just so hard to find the time. Boy, this pack doesn't have many options. We get a Renegade, a Swooper, or a Leopard. I like all those. I like all those quite a bit. Is Swooper better than Renegade? I really like Renegade. Really, really like Renegade. Swooper's good, though. Ugh. I'm going to take the Renegade. We'll hopefully see another Swooper at some point. Not 100% on that pick, but let's take the Renegade. We get a Cavalry or an Herbalist or a Leave in the Dust. Is that it? Wow. Boy, have I talked about how much I really want to get out of this set. You end up with just all of these massively color unbalanced packs, and I do not like it. We are going to take, I guess, the Cavalry. We really don't want to load up on 5-drops, though. But this is just garbage. Plus, it may very well come back around, so let's take the Cavalry. What do we get here? An Aether Herder or an Inventor. We have 0 artifacts at the moment. Well, that's not good. Might just take the Aether Herder then. Another creature, another servo to get more counters. Seems good. Hey, Windkin Riders. Raiders. Right, Raiders. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we really need to get some artifacts going now. There's an Hinterland Drake as well, but this is more powerful, so we'll take that. And we really need to prioritize artifact and artifact creatures a little bit here. So we're going to take a Cobra if we see it for sure. We're going to take a Peafowl if we see it, probably. What else do we want to see? I would take a Watchful Automaton right about now. Maybe even a Verdant. I would certainly take an Implement of Ferocity. Let's see what we get. Do we get any of those? We get none of those? Boy. What the hell is going on in white? We didn't... Am I blind? We didn't see signals like this earlier, right? It is way too late to jump into that, though. What the hell? Alright, we're going to take Druid. But why? That is weird. Alright, well, let's keep a white count going. I'm pretty sure it's too late for us, but let's see. But, what? What is going on? Alright, so that's, let's say we took the Solemn Recruit there. We would now have an Aether Geode Miner as well. So we'd have 2 white cards. Here we're going to take the Crusher. It's an artifact. We're going to have things that can crew it. Yeah, we're going to take the Crusher here. We would then take an Airdrop Aeronaut, so we would have 3 white cards. Wow, maybe it wasn't too late. I think we'll take the Herbalists here. We need low drops, we need creatures. We've got an Ice Over. Yeah. We would then take... No, I'm not taking an Aether Inspector in any way. We would have made a decision and probably taken the Unbridled Growth, which we'll still probably take. Oh, Watchful Automaton. Well, we don't really have a reason to splash. Enables Revolt for 1, 2, 3 things. Well, that's actually decent. I'm going to bet I can still pick up artifacts later, so let's take the Unbridled Growth here. Here we would have taken Countless Gears Renegade. So we'd be at 4. We'll take the Implement here. Here we would have taken... We probably would have gone green-white. Definitely because of like Tusker and whatnot. So here it would have been between Herbalist or Alley Evasion. Let's say we take the Alley Evasion. That's 5 white cards. But instead, we're going to take another Hidden Herbalists. Here we could have taken... Boy. Yeah, we could have switched into white. Wow. That is ridiculous. I have a feeling that people are taking the white's the worst color kind of thing the pros are saying way too literally. People have a tendency to do that. Don't listen to every single pro. Don't listen to me and just assume that every single thing that they say is 100% accurate because they are the pros. They can be wrong. They can be very, very, very wrong. I can be wrong. I can be very, very wrong. Let's take another Leave in the Dust and a Negate and a Mountain. All right, so we're at, what did I say? 6 white cards? 5 or 6? Here we would have taken probably just the Tiger or the Prism. Anyways, I don't think we would have taken the Trusty Companion. So we're looking at Prism, Tiger, Windrake. It's a very red pack. Very red pack. I think we just take the Prism. It's an artifact for the Windkin Raiders. Helps our mana, draws a card. We could probably get a Tiger at some point. We do need more creatures, but we're going to take the Prism here. Aether Hub. Hunt the Weak. High Tide Hermit, Windrake. I think we just take Hunt the Weak here. Nice little piece of removal. Oh, Aether Meltdown. Didn't even see it. I think I like Aether Meltdown more. The flash is nice, but I think the counter's better. We don't have a reason for energy, right? No, we do not. Yeah, we'll take the Hunt the Weak here. Nimble Innovator. Peafowl. I was talking about you a little bit ago. Again, no white that we would have taken here. It's too many 4-drops. I don't like that many 4-drops. We'll take it. Appetite for the Unnatural. You're not a creature either, but you are artifact removal. I think you might hang out in the sideboard, though. Skyskiff, no. Gearpoor Orrery, no. Cowl Prowler. No, but maybe. Let's take the Appetite for the sideboard. Wild Wanderer, or Wily Bunder, sorry. Guess we'll take the Wanderer. Cutting out. Maybe the Stratagem is just too cute. We're actually getting close to mono green. Yeah, let's take the Wanderer. Foil Inventor's Fair. Aether Tradewinds. I could take an Aether Tradewinds, I suppose. Let me just check to make sure Foil Inventor's Fair isn't worth 70 cents. Are we going to play the Tradewinds? I'm pretty sure we're going to play the Tradewinds, so let's take it. Hey, Cobra, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Get in the deck. We can cut... I think I'm okay cutting the Peafowl now. And we probably don't need the Wild Wanderer, although we do need creatures. Hey, it's this uncommon print run that everybody loves. We could take the Minister. We're going to have not remotely enough energy to really legitimately say what I just said there. Take a Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot? No, I don't think we'll do that. I don't super like any of this here. I guess we'll take the Minister. I don't think we're going to play it, though. Oh. Overpowered Pool with double Madcap Experiment. Let's take a Windrake. Windrake sounds real good right about now. And let's get rid of Aether Herder. Lower our curve a little bit. We probably don't need that Wild Wanderer. Let's take a High Tide Hermit. So one more cut, preferably not a creature. We are low on creatures. Stratagem just too cute? Probably. We can trigger that, we can trigger that, we can trigger that, 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 that. Well, I guess it does trigger an awful lot of things that we have. Hey, Cow Prowler came back around. Still don't think we're going to play it. Could we arguably say... No, we could not arguably say we're a 16 land deck. We've been playing a lot of 16 lands in this format. A lot. Probably more than 17 lands. I've been playing 16 lands. But we've got many 5-drops. And a 6-drop. Nimble Innovator. Maybe we do just cut this stratagem. I'm going to have to look up if stratagem and stratagem are two different words, and if so, what the difference is. We could... I don't want to cut a creature, though. I don't want to cut Hidden Herbalist. Unbridled Growth. So that triggers Revolt. Revolt. So there's only 2 reasons that we want to trigger Revolt with that, and we're not splashing for anything. Wow, we literally took blue and green cards except for that. Crazy. I could see cutting the growth. Yeah, let's cut the growth. Alright, so we're slightly creature low, but we've got a Tusker. We can win, right? Well, probably not against hyper-aggressive decks. 10-7 sounds about right. I will save that deck, and I will see you guys for match 1.